This place here is called the Russian Market. Let's go and take a peek.
The children throughout Southeast Asia are renowned for an unusually calm and silent presence. The children throughout Southeast Asia are still children.
Excuse me, can you tell me why this is called the Russian... Oh, I see. So we were walking through the Tuol Tompong Market. It is also known as Russian Market because in the early days of the market, all the Russian tourists who came to Cambodia were brought to this market to shop. It's a little bit cheaper, it's a little bit more of a wholesale style market, and the prices don't budge as much, but they don't start as high as the main market either. Anyway, you can often get some good eats nearby, and that's what we're going to do next. How do we? Dishes here range from about $3 to $8 Canadian per plate. I'm very excited. We have ordered an Oreo milkshake, a burrito, sweet potato fries, and a cheeseburger. The milkshake is basically the delicious mixture of ice, coconut milk, Oreo cookies, and a dash of chocolate sauce. Refreshing, cold, not a true milkshake in that you can taste rich ice cream, but still very rich and delicious. The burger is a classic health food style store burger, but honestly, this is the best one we've had, I think, on the whole trip. Crispy on the outside, soft and supple in the middle, yielding but still has the weight of a burger. The cheese sauce is basically just a sauce, but it's just very rich and very nice altogether. It gives the burger feeling. The toppings on it are quite nice as well. A little bit of a pickle, a cucumber for crisp, tomato and lettuce, plus a mayonnaise. This place knows what it's doing. Delicious. The burrito is very nice. A proper tortilla, nice fresh crisp vegetables, and it does taste Mexicali in the seasoning. That's really nice. I will say I loved the burger a lot more. Burrito very good. The fries came out. The ketchup was a tiny bit off because it is hot here and it becomes fermented. But they brought us more mayo and that was very nice. No complaints. It happens. The entire bill is going to come to $22 Canadian. Another riverfront hangout in Southeast Asia. Just before we duck back and go to bed. Looks like you can take a lit up evening cruise. You can buy snacks, lots of them. Lots of stuff on sticks. You can exercise. You can be glistening, buff young men exercising in front of all your friends. And you can go on one of those colorful boats down there.
They depart at 5.
They depart at 5:15, something like that. There they are. Pretty good, right? It's another riverside place with nice atmosphere. Nearby, there are some of the happy pizza bars. Wink, wink, wink. And lots of the spots to eat. We're going into this place tomorrow to see what it's like during the daytime. But gosh, does it look majestic at night. Also in this compound is a place called the Silver Pagoda that has the Emerald Buddha statue. Apparently it's like a big Buddha statue made entirely out of emeralds, or maybe an emerald, I don't really know. We'll show you in a bit. We'll show you tomorrow. We're not staying long here in Phnom Penh. We're on to Koh Rong soon. Yesterday you saw us at the Genocide Museum, and today we're headed to the National Museum of Cambodia. It was predominantly statues and relics, a lot of which have been repatriated to the museum because there was this dude, Douglas Latchford, who went around stealing all the Khmer artifacts and became rich on all of these stolen antiquities. Guinness World Record certificate, longest hand-woven scarf. It's 1,149 meters. That's over a kilometer long. Who's got a neck that big? Come on. A lot of the statues destroyed, hacked apart, put back together. A lot of those have just been repatriated here last year. So there's a great deal of new things to see.
After the museum, we went to the area of the King's Palace and Silver Pagoda that we saw from the riverside last night. The Cambodian monarchs have occupied it since it was built in the 1860s, with a period of absence when the country came into turmoil during and after the reign of the Khmer Rouge.
Should we just go knock on the door and see if we can meet the king?
Thank you.
The establishment of the royal palace in Phnom Penh in 1866 is a fairly recent event in the overall monarchical history of Cambodia. The complex is divided by walls into 4 main compounds. The south side has the Silver Pagoda, the north side the Khamaran Palace. The central compound contains the throne hall, and to the west is the private sector or the inner court. The buildings of the palace were built gradually over time, and some were dismantled and rebuilt as late as the 1960s.
The entryway to the Silver Pagoda. The Emerald Buddha Temple. We weren't allowed to film, but inside the Emerald Buddha's inner sanctum there is a series of cases showing a lot of offerings via gold and silver statuettes of Buddha and various artifacts. As you go to the center sanctum of the room, there's a column and plinth and podium sort of structure, similar to that one in a way, on the inside. And at the top of several golden tiers sits a giant carved Buddha, and giant not for like a normal Buddha, considering this one's made entirely out of one emerald, 2.5 feet by 1.5 feet, maybe or perhaps a little bit smaller. Very, very cool. Very, very elaborate, and this is basically a pagoda in honor of a former king.
Love the exit music at the attractions. All sorts of hard-working musicians out there.
We've arrived at Magnolia Veggie Restaurant. A huge menu, oh my god. Not everything is vegan, but apparently almost everything can be vegan. We have ordered the vegetarian noodles with tofu, skin, seitan, mushroom, and vegetables, as well as the banh mi. And we're also going to get the bun kun fresh rolls.
This meal comes with a free appetizer and it's dessert.
At first, I didn't love it. It has a gruel-like texture, but it's so diverse with textures and flavors. That's chia. That's sago. I think it's sago. Tapioca pieces. And white beans. I love chia. The dish is in a spicy tofu sauce with noodles. Noodles are sort of like spaghetti and not rice noodles, but it works. It's really rich and savory. The tomato comes off kind of more like a gravy. Holy crap, those vegan hot dogs are weird. Really, really authentic tasting. The banh mi was tasty enough, but very flaky and a little bit dry. Natalia's half had a whole different set of toppings, it felt like, than mine did. Still very delicious. I didn't love the summer rolls.
We saw a great idea for a couple of souvenirs and took it as a sign.
Awesome. That's a funny one. We have to go pack in advance of leaving for Koh Rong. We only had a couple days. One of them was a bit shorter. So, what do you think? If we come back here, I know that we would do Save the Bears. It's a sanctuary about 35 kilometers out of town. That is a little bit of planning to do, and a little bit of money that we are scrimping on right now. So, we're gonna leave that for when we come back. What should we do when we return? What do we miss? What are the important things to see that aren't those sort of main tourist things to see?
Leaving Phnom Penh, the capital city of Cambodia, and for Vegan Everywhere, I'm David. The establishment of the royal palace is and